In other very, very sad news, Hulk Hogan has passed away at age
Suddenly.
71. Cardiac arrest was what you said, right, Jordy? I didn't actually dig into that. I looked a little bit more into some of the history. I wanted to know a little bit more about his story. There's a whole bunch of different profiles. There was at one point going to be a biopic about him. In a recent interview with Variety, director Todd Phillips revealed that his long gestating Hulk Hogan biopic will not progress. Unfortunately, it got canned. This was back in about a year ago today. I love what we were trying to do, but that's not going to come together for me. Chris Hemsworth had signed on to play Hogan in early 2019 with the Joker writer and director duo Todd Phillips and Scott Silver attached to lead the charge. Film's producers, you got Phillips, Hogan, Hemsworth, Bradley Cooper, Michael Sugar, Sugar? I don't know. Sugar.
Stacked.
And Hogan's longtime pal and New World Order stablemate Eric Bischoff. In a July 2020 interview with Total Film, Hemsworth described the training he'd have to undergo to transform into the 80s WWE icon. As you can imagine, the preparation for the role will be insanely physical. I will have to put on more size than I ever have before, even more than I put on for Thor. There is this accent as well as the physicality and the attitude, Hemsworth said. The Hogan biopic would explore his rise to stardom in the early 1980s, his WWF World Heavyweight Championship win over the Iron Sheik in 1984.
It's a good role. You know that Hemsworth has a personal fitness training app called Center?
I have heard of that. Is it good?
He's like, well, I'm really going to have to use my app a lot for this role.
Maybe we should start using his app. Get on the Hulk train. Become Hulkamaniacs, as they call them.
Did you grow up watching wrestling at all?
I didn't, but I was aware of Hulk Hogan just through the lore because it was so dominant.
Well, even I feel like I would hear more about Hulk Hogan in the context of the Gawker saga.
Oh yeah, we should go into that. I want to pull up this Hulk Hogan video. I'll send it to the team. There's some great rants. Where is it? There's one where he's talking trash about something. Wow, everything's just R.I.P. But he was legendary at I don't know, what do they call it in UFC where you are pre-show pump up talking about the competition. I guess it's like a promo. Is that what it is?
That makes sense.
Yeah, this one, Seek and Destroy. We got to watch this. I will put it in the tab so we can watch this. And then, we should talk about the Gawker fallout a little bit. Let me put that in there. The best promos, Hulk Hogan, Seek and Destroy. Let's pull that up.
Hulk Hogan has recently been a founder. He has a Real American Beer, which he did with the Budweiser family.
This is what we need to channel. We need to bring this energy to the show every day.
Fully defending, but there are those right now that are questioning whether you can withstand the big man.
I don't care about those people, man. I don't care about those people that aren't stark-raving Hulkamaniacs. I could care less what they think. I'm fighting for life, brother. I'm fighting for all those people that have remolded their lives, man. Modeled after Hulkamania. Get their priorities in order, man. Walk around with a lot of pride. As far as those people that are on Andre the Giant's side, I wish they'd come on down, too. I'd like to slap them around just for a warm-up. But I've already gone through my transformation, man. I'm ready for Pontiac, Michigan. I'm not the Hulk anymore. I'm the Hulkster, man. Looking through my eyes, man.
Hulk,
I'm on that mountaintop. Back off, little man. I'm on that mountaintop, and I'm waiting for you, Andre. And I'm guarding that mountain. And the Hulkster that's guarding has got a 32-inch neck, a 64-inch chest, the largest arms in the world. And I'm geared to seek and destroy. Seek and destroy the cancer of Andre the Giant. Seek and destroy the Weasel's empire. And what you gonna do, Andre, in Pontiac, Michigan, when Hulkamania destroys you?
he is indeed absolutely livid. Going against the man that one time he looked up to and respected.
That's remarkable.
Hulk Hogan to defend.
That's the energy I want Sundar Pichai to bring to Google earnings. I got $85 billion of capex. I grew 50% top line, and I'm coming for Sam Altman.
They're coming for me.
I'm coming for
They're coming for me. I'm coming for them.
I got 450 million MAUs. on the Gemini app. The search overviews are going great. They're monetizing just as well as regular search results.
Come here to Mountain View.
Get down to Mountain View. And if you're riding with the Andre the Giant, like, you got to be a Stark-Raven Hulkamaniac. That's so good. I love it. Chris Hemsworth signed on to play signed on to play Hogan in early 2019. He said he had to put on a lot of size. The biopic would have explored his rise to stardom in the early 1980s and then Hulkamania takeover that ruled the wrestling world well into the 1990s. Phillips' take on Hulkamania was going to stay away from Hogan's recent controversies, instead focus solely on the early years. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are currently developing a film titled Killing Gawker that will explore Hogan's campaign against the media empire in the wake of an explosive home video.
Hulk Hogan was 6'7", which is wild
Pretty
because
close.
You'd be able to height mog him.
Pretty close to me. It is crazy.
He's got
how
you
tall
on
he was.
neck
He's got
circumference.
me on neck circumference for sure. For sure. And I think I will be staying away from his supplement stack, hoping to make it longer.
Really sad though.
Yeah, very sad. What a career, and what a fantastic the Hulk Hogan theme song. I Am a Real American. Such a good song. Such a great rallying cry.
That's the name of his beer, Real American Beer.
Yeah, fight for the rights of every man. Such a good song.
Light, crisp, crushable.
So there is a reflective piece in the New Yorker about Hulk Hogan's Gawker lawsuit that we can go through. But first, let me tell you about Linear. Linear is a purpose-built tool for planning and building products. Meet the system for modern software development, streamline issues, projects, and product roadmaps. Go to linear.app to get started.
That is a powerful homepage.
And, if Hogan's selling beer, you got to get on numeralhq.com, sales tax on autopilot. Spend less than 5 minutes per month on sales tax compliance.
Friend of mine was business partners with Hogan on that.
That's crazy. So we have Zach Kukoff joining at noon to break down the AI day yesterday in Washington, D.C. The besties met up with the Hill and Valley crew. Honestly crushed it. We have a bunch of great posts that we can run through. First, let's go through a little bit of the Hulk Hogan Gawker lawsuit. This is from 2016, well before we actually saw the results from all this. But on Monday afternoon, a Florida jury added $25 million in punitive damages to the $115 million it had awarded Hulk Hogan on Friday in his invasion of privacy case against Gawker Media. Hogan sued Gawker for posting portions of a sex tape it received from an anonymous sender. It's a shocking amount, not least because it's $40 million more than Hogan, whose real name is Terry Bollea, had demanded. Verdicts of this size can pose an existential risk to a media company. That's what happened to Gawker. Gawker has reported that it earned $44 million in revenue in 2014. In January, Gawker's owner, Nick Denton, announced that he had sold a portion of his company to investors in order to fund this case. Gawker will certainly appeal the verdict, as it should, after it pays a bond of up to $50 million, arguing that the jury was unreasonable in finding that Hogan's right to privacy outweighed Gawker's right to publish the material, which it believes was of public interest, which is a very it's
strange
hard
defense.
It is hard to argue. He is a public figure, but this is a very personal thing.
If they had just posted that it existed and they had seen it.
That's true, and that's kind of what's happening with the Wall Street Journal. They're not posting everything all the time with regards to the Trump Epstein stuff, but they're referencing that it exists, that they verified it, and that seems to be a safer path for media companies to kind of report that they've confirmed that something exists without actually putting everything out necessarily. So the publication of the videotape of consensual sex between adults is not the most appealing place to plant a First Amendment flag, but it is worth considering the possible effects on publishers if a judgment of this magnitude is allowed to stand. And so the fallout from Gawker was certainly celebrated in tech because they also had Valleywag, which was very annoying to a lot of people in tech because it was basically like TMZ for tech. I don't know if you were aware of Valleywag back in the day. Before your time. But it did have like a chilling effect. I remember being at South by Southwest, and a friend of mine who's a venture-backed founder at the time was was really into doing handstand push-ups and was doing handstand push-ups at like a party that was being thrown, that were people just kind of hanging out, and he was just doing some handstand push-ups as one does. And there was a Valleywag reporter there and wrote about it as a characterization of like how bro-y the situation was, but didn't include his name. And he was like, I dodged a bullet, because like he could have been forever outed as
in many ways it could have built his aura.
I agree.
If he was named.
In the modern era, it would have been incredibly bullish, but at that time, it did feel like something that could destroy you. It was a very tense time, very, very tense time.
Roy Lee would not have done well during that era.
Yeah,
maybe he would have changed the meta though, because he's making shirtless posts on the timeline, bringing them into the modern era.
Yeah, it is an interesting thing. Like Valleywag would probably be writing about Cluley a lot and framing it in a different way. There's already probably folks out there who are framing Cluley as particularly bad on the other side of the aisle or in the anti-tech category, but it just doesn't seem to have the same effect. It certainly doesn't stop venture funding or customers or any of that. It doesn't. It seems to be that we're in a different era where people in tech were Cluley was controversial in tech. People were definitely divided.
I think it would be good if there was some law that required if a media company wanted to write about someone's physique, they should have to post physique.
Themselves. Their own physique, yes.
So that should just be in the footnotes.
Yeah.
It's important context.